one of the things you need to do is relearn how to use the hand and the leg, the side of the body that's been affected. So he's doing that, and I want to, because we're going to talk about it afterwards, or mention it after, but we've had some of our elders pass very sadly yet again.
Yeah.
But what I want to do is start off by celebrating life by playing a tune for Uncle Charlie, because as we know, music is healing.
Yeah,
music is life.
Absolutely.
And
Uncle Charlie is, of course, that fantastically famous photographer who's had a couple of exhibitions down here at the Muse Gallery. And hell, he's all over West London, even though he lives in the south nowadays. He's terrific, absolutely terrific. And we are looking forward to having him in the studio once again in the flesh to give us some updates on A, his health, and B, his beautiful, beautiful photography.
And that's why we need to, play music for people and celebrate them and speak their name, because when somebody's elderly, when somebody's not well, we want to lift them up.
Of course we do.
Because we want him back.
Send in those big positive vibrations all the way over to Uncle Charlie.
Rather than waiting till after he's passed. So let's celebrate him.
And wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. No, he ain't going to pass in some time yet, I tell you.
I said this to him today on the phone. I said, you're going to be here a long time.
Yeah, for sure. What a geezer, what a fella, what a lovely, lovely man. Wishing you all the best, Uncle Charlie. And do you have a tune that we might play?
I said to Uncle Charlie, what song would you like us to play for you?
Yeah.
And he said, I'm in love with you, and he wanted the Al Green version, because he's a real classic.
Is he really in love with you?
Who?
Is he really in love with you?
With who?
With you.
Me? No, of course not. I'm still in love with you.
Are you in love with me now? I love this game. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No, of course, that's the name of the tune. I'm being silly. I'm being very, very silly.
It's quite normal for you to be silly, though.
Yeah, isn't it? Par for the course, mate. Par for the course. Bro, absolutely bro. Well, let's play a little tribute to our old Uncle Charlie who's out there.
Sending you healing, lifting you up, and hoping you'll be back with us in the Muse Gallery very, very shortly.
You know that. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. Nice.
Spending my day thinking about you, girl. Being here with you, being near with you, can't explain myself. I feel like I do, though it hurt me so to let you know. And I look in your eyes, you let me know how you feel. Let me know that love is really real, but it seems to me that I'm wrapped up in your love. Don't you know that I'm still in love, showed up in love with you, yeah. Heaven knows that I'm still in love, showed up in love with you, yeah. When I look in your eyes, and all the years I see me loving you and you loving me. Oh, it seemed to me that I'm wrapped up in your love. Don't you know that I'm still in love, showed up in love with you, hey.
Oh, there was a little gap there.
No worries, that'll come out in the edit because it always does. It always does. Brilliant, absolutely.
Comes out in the edit. I like that.
Yeah, man. So that was for Uncle Charlie. God love him.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Sending love and blessings.
Sending big love, sending big blessings. That's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Hope that he gets better, all the way better, because he's kind of halfway better already.
He's on his way.
Yeah, man, bro, absolutely, bro. Now, sadly, we got a few of our locals who passed recently as well, which is desperately sorry. Sadly, this year's been particularly bad as far as losing people. We always lose people over the winter, but
I was talking to someone earlier, our lovely Danielle, our roving reporter. And she was saying that she feels like every week she's been told about nine night after nine night, and so yeah. But then I think about what you always say, making way for new souls, as it were.
Absolutely, and letting those old souls pass on and rebirth. And
I suppose if you think about it in that way, perhaps in many situations people have made their contribution, shall we put it that way?
Absolutely.
They've left their mark.
That is what it's all about.
They've done their work and it's time to retire and rest. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Brill. Absolutely brill. So sadly, we lost the most incredible Whoopee King today. He was one of the original frontline.
Was it today?
No, last night, actually. I think it was yesterday. The family started releasing information this morning, so yeah.
And also on Wednesday, we lost Russell. Now, I don't even know what Russell's surname is. Original, old school Trini guy, Mangrove. So that's another one.
Oh, so sad. Both of the front line, both of All Saints Road.
Original roadmen. They put the road in roadmen as well.
They did. They certainly did.
They created that concept.
So yes, indeed, a big love and light to those guys and those guys' family, more importantly, everybody that was left behind. Sending massive healing vibes to the family. And big love to those two souls that blessed us. We were lucky to have shared a life with them.
Yes, we are. Indeed, we are. We were very lucky, actually, the characters that have been around this area.
Oh, mate.
Really, really interesting, really fascinating characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see why so many sort of like writers and creatives and stuff focus on this area because,
there's a lot of great energy in the area. I think that's what it's down to. We're all attracted to the energies around here, which are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Sadly, we've also lost somebody else, but I think at this stage of the game, I'm not going to mention it. I'm going to wait until later on because that's really, really, really fresh. But we'll probably mention to you next Friday who that one was, but another member of our dear community. And really sending out good and big healing vibes to the most adorable Ada McManus, who presents our Wednesday Flipside radio show, and hoping to catch up with him in person very, very soon, and we'll tell you all about that. Bit of sadness probably next Friday. So yeah, God rest all of those lovely souls who joined us, and
as we say, may they rise in eternal power.
Absolutely, rise in eternal power. Absolutely, brill, absolutely brill. So from up the hill, we've got this man here.
David Hill.
David Hill from up the hill. Love it. Absolutely love it. Hiya, David.
How far up the hill are you, though? Because actually you've already started the incline on the hill here, and it's kind of similar to
just before the Barbary Road turning.
No, I know exactly where you are. I'm just saying in terms of a hill.
She's splitting hairs. She likes doing that. Yeah, so we're talking about Elaborate Grove. That's the hill in question. And this is the most amazing David Hill from the David Hill Gallery.
Thank you. Nice to be here again.
Always.
And I've got to just echo that, sending Charlie Phillips restorative vibes. Lovely man, amazing work, and pillar of the community.
Amazing. Bless you. Thank you. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. So, David, you have a couple of gigs on recently, and you've probably also got something fabulous going on at your gallery, because there always is.
Yeah, so there's a few things to talk about. Current exhibition, which opened very quietly in December, just because there's too much going on to really launch an event, an exhibition then, is New York street photography. It's called Streets of New York, and it's 5 different photographers that we work with. And the earliest work is 1947. The latest is 72.
Wow.
So it's kind of 5 pairs of eyes looking at the same city over 2.5 decades, seeing the similarities, the differences. Half of it's colour, half it's black and white. Come see.
Yeah,
It runs until 3rd of March.
Okay, bro. So we've got a bit of time. We've got a few weeks. Wonderful. Absolutely.
So that's what's going on at the gallery.
Superb.
And on a musical level, we have a few things going on. So tonight is one of our irregular nights at the Tabernacle. Irregular by diary only.
Yeah.
And because it's just before Valentine's, it's a pre-Valentine's dance, so it's going to be soulful reggae, lovers rock, rocksteady, little bit of soul as well. And it's me, the wonderful Smokey Joe, and Dubplate Pearl, who you all know from around. She also works at the Lion Vibe shop in Brixton. And it's going to be 7 to 11, cost of living effective, free entry.
Yeah.
Subsidised bar helps as well.
It does. The Tabernacle Bar is just brilliant.
Is the Tabernacle Bar subsidised?
Well, it must be a little bit.
I mean, it's not competitive
It's
pub
reasonable,
prices.
basically.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I don't know because
It's a lot more reasonable.
Well,
than
there you go.
anywhere
There's
else.
another cell for the Tabernacle.
And
Absolutely.
it's just really nice doing them in there. It feels like a proper community dance. It feels like putting the clock back 20, 30, 40 years, something like that. And it's just a nice vibe. We like doing it. So I brought some music as well.
Oh, cool.
Just because it's what I do.
Yeah, man. We like what you do.
If you have a look on
Marvellous.
that stick,
Yeah. Then hopefully we'll be able to dig something up.
you'll see Portobello Radio and today's date on there. And have a look in there and find some Alton Ellis.
Really? We love a bit of Alton Ellis, that is for sure.
And I'll tell you about what's going this Sunday as well. We do a monthly, as you know, at the Paradise.
Oh, cool.
In Kensal Green, which is called Colour One Tier Black, and it's deep, sweet soul, Sunday vibes.
This is the one where you have those rare dub plates, or not dub plates. They're not dub plates, are they? If they're soul.
Rare 45s.
Rare
yeah,
45s,
yeah.
that's it.
Not all of them are rare. They're just nice records, but some of them are rare.
I just remember the conversation last time you were on with Piers, and you were talking about, or was it Greg's? You were talking about some really rare vinyl, and you were both, or all of you were getting very excited about it.
I always get excited about vinyl.
There's a lot of that goes on.
And you like playing vinyl,
I saw he's allergic to anything else.
which is a good thing.
It's only because that's all I've got.
It's a good thing.
It could be worse, I guess.
Yay, definitely.
And then we've got Dr. Brown, Calvin Brown, doing this this Sunday as the guest as well.
Oh, cool.
JM from Global Soul is with us as well. Claire Calvis, Jim Edwards. Starts at 4, runs till 10:30.
Wow, Mentaloid. Absolutely.
How are we getting on with the Alton Ellis
Mentaloid.
selection?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
mean, I can play. I've got actually something to play for.
Oh, yeah.
So shall I play the
Why don't
Peter
you run it,
Peter
yeah.
Tosh track, and then
Yeah.
we'll have your Elton Ellis next.
No Elton John from me.
There's not one Elton John track that you like.
Not that I'm going to play.
No, but,
good man.
I suspect that everyone likes one Elton John track.
Yeah.
There must be. He's one of those writers. There's always,
Of course, there's always
But I
something.
agree. It's
But
probably
this
not
is
a track we're playing.
This is the more famous and definitely better Alton Ellis, which is going to come up in a little bit after your fantastic.
So let's play a
Oris.
little tribute to Rise Up Whoppy and to Rise Up
Russell. Yeah,
Nice.
nice. Thank you.
If it's love that you're running from, there's no hiding place. Just your problems and no one else's problems. You just have to face. But if you just put your hands in mine, we gonna leave all them troubles behind. Walk. We gonna walk and we don't look back. And I say that when you love lets you down, something again, something again, something again, something again. Don't fumble, don't you grumble, just be humble. Remember it, remember it, remember it, remember it, remember it, remember it, remember it. I say if you just put your hands in mine, we gonna leave all the troubles behind. Walk y'all. We gonna walk and don't look back. Don't you together. There's to remind you the past, thinking about the present, y'all. And if you don't put your hands in mine, we're gonna leave all the troubles behind. Walk you walk up, walk you walk up, walk you walk up, walk you walk up.
Yes.
Man, that's good.
That was the
lovely.
Tosh
We like
himself.
That. We like it.
The most gorgeous one out of the Wailers. Yum, yum, yum.
Come
Easy
on.
now.
He was a handsome man.
Yeah,
He
tell her,
was
calm
a
down, calm
handsome
down.
man.
Everybody got a glass of cold water.
No, I
Blimey.
don't need cold water.
Nah,
It's
bless
good
you.
to admire the aesthetics.
It is. It certainly is. Man.
Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. At all. At all. At all.
Did you find a nice Alton Ellis track there?
Yeah,
that you
no, I
thought was
certainly did.
Suitable.
I certainly do.
Shall I say what it is?
Yeah, go on. You say what
So
it
this
is.
is Alton's version of Lou Roll's "You Made Me So Very Happy,"
Uh-huh.
which Alexia Coley, you probably know.
Yeah.
Alexia Coley, do you know Alexia? So Alexia works with me, but she used to have a family used to run the Ripe Tomato on All Saints.
Ah.
So you might know her from there.
Yeah, man. We
Anyway,
certainly do.
she's a wonderful singer, and she's just cut a new version of this for Peckings.
Oh,
So that's going to be
wow.
coming out sometime this year.
Amazing.
The oldies are the goldies.
There
Aren't
you
they
go.
just? Aren't they just? Well, in that case, let's look forward to having a quick listen. This is Alton Ellis. You made me so very happy.
Exactly.
I've lost that love before. Got mad and I close the door. And you say try just once more. And you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life. just once more. And you came and you took control. You touched my very soul. You always show me that loving you is where it's at. You made me so very happy. I'm so glad you came into my life.
It's indeed the most incredible Alton Ellis. Did you like that? Did
Yes,
you like
I mean,
that?
it's interesting because there's been a lot of talk this week about rebooting of TV shows because John Cleese wants to reboot Fawlty Towers.
Yes.
It's going to be predicated, apparently. Actually, it's going to star him and his daughter, and it's predicated on him meeting this long-lost daughter he didn't know about. And there's a lot of debate as to whether that will ruin Fawlty Towers.
It works because so much of Fawlty Towers is now so politically incorrect.
Yeah, you know
that's
that.
the humour in it.
Yeah.
So how's it going to work today?
They've
I mean, I
obviously
don't
had to
know.
update it. They've
I mean,
obviously had to update
it was brilliant. I mean,
was.
it was like hysterically funny. But you're right, all that stuff he did to Manuel,
Yeah.
the way he treated him, the way he treated Sybil, it was really misogynistic.
You couldn't make it today.
I
You
mean,
were
the
going to.
goose
really
stepping thing, that was,
mean,
oh
No,
my
Don't
God,
mention the
that
war.
was so funny.
Don't mention the war.
Don't
You
mention
know
the war.
it.
But the funniest thing for me, though, was him beating the Mini.
Yeah, well, you know
That
what?
was one of my favourite.
Oh, they brought out a contemporary advert to that one now, haven't they? And he's in another car. What car? Oh, I can't remember, but it's him as an older man, a much older man. It was only
As he
shot
is
a
now.
year ago or something. Yeah, absolutely.
He is
And
now.
there he is whipping this Mondeo or something with a stick. It's brilliant. It's Sierra. There you go. There you go.
But that is a classic. So the question about reboots, but I think it'll be interesting to hear the version that your friend
Yeah, so it's Alexia Coley's, but
has done.
it's over the original Treasure Isle rhythm track,
Oh, mental.
Yeah.
which puts it in a good starting point.
Yeah, man.
But it tends to work often more in music than it does with film and TV anyway.
Yeah.
There's something about,
So basically she's revoiced that rhythm that you've just heard. Instead of having Alton on it, it's got Alexia on it. And there's never been a female vocal cut to that tune. So
Very
Yeah.
unusual. I love it. And the Peckins boys have taken this one on, have they?
well, they produced it, yeah.
They're
So
wicked. I
yeah.
so love them down at Askew Road. If you guys love your vinyl, if you love your music, really, particularly reggae music, then get yourself down Askew Road, Shepherd's Bush. Check those guys out. They are
But tell me something.
mental.
If you have no vinyl anymore, or your vinyl got lost or taken by your ex-husband in the divorce, and you want, I don't know, just saying, and then you wanted to build up a vinyl collection to start DJing with vinyl, how much money would you need to be able to go out and play? How many
Lots of records have been repressed
Yes.
to a good quality now. So
Yeah, man.
records that might have cost you hundreds of pounds a few years ago can now be bought quite cheaply.
Oh, really?
So
it's
it
going down, not up.
Well, the originals are going up, but the records are available again largely. A lot more records are available
Okay.
again. So it doesn't have to be, toe-curling expensive.
So it's not prohibitive, people, if you want to spend a couple of £100 or whatever, if you've got it.
You could get a good start.
And then get yourself set up and start playing with the original stuff.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Rather than was it low quality, no bottom and no top?
Oh,
No.
yes, you don't want to do that. Nobody likes that.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're right. You're
And especially not
absolutely
for reggae.
right. However, of course, the equipment that one plays vinyl on can be a little bit pricey.
Yeah, but I'm imagining if you're a DJ, that there are probably spaces where also there will be the equipment there. Some of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
there
you
were-
might have to bring your own, what do you call them, styluses. You know?
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah,
say,
'cause that's the
nowadays
thing,
you've
isn't
got to turn up with your own needles. You
Yeah,
have
but you
to,
would have to
know.
anyway, even back in the day. I mean,
Not necessarily.
Didn't you?
It wasn't until loads of people started nicking the needles off the turntables
right,
and that
okay.
that
I
the
mean,
clubs decided to change their remit on that one.
We
yeah.
always do that anyway, just because we don't trust any that are in-house. You don't know
Yeah.
what condition they're in.
exactly,
They might
and it
damage
can ruin your
records.
record,
So, you know.
and yeah.
So we're going to go now to a tune, just as an example of the sort of thing we play at the Paradise on a Sunday. This is by The Commands. This is out of Texas, and this is on the Dynamic label.
On the Dynamic label
Yeah.
by The Commands, Don't Be Afraid
And don't forget
to
it's
Love
out of
Me.
Texas.
There
What?
you go.
Out of Texas.
Out of Texas.
Houston, Texas.
I love it.
Houston, Texas.
Southern states of the USA.
I've been there.
Yeah, man. They've been buying lots of T-shirts off us recently. We'll come back to that one in just a minute. Meantime, the Commands, Don't Be Afraid to Love Me. Come on.
But if you'll just give it a chance to, maybe our love will grow. Behind my smile there lies a pain, deeper down inside. It hurts so bad, so hard of mine, I cannot hide. Yeah. Can't you see me? I'm so sad. Can't you help me? Come on, and I'm making me glad. Just like the birds and bees. Baby. Love you, baby. Oh, I got to have a love of my own. I don't need a lover gonna leave me alone. I need you, baby. That's why I'm going to say.
Wow, an amazingly familiar voice in that one.
Yeah, who was that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the Commands. They made maybe about...
But like the singer?
I couldn't tell you. I've got maybe, I think I made about 5 or 6, 45, something like that, all out of Houston, Texas. And that's an example of the kind of thing we play at Colour One Tier Black, which is the second Sunday of every month at the Paradise, Kensal Green, 4 till 11, free to get in, ground floor, just musical niceness.
Beautiful, free to get in. I like your gigs.
But both things are free to get in. Tonight as well, Tabernacle.
Exactly. I'm going to be checking that one out.
Which is 7 till 11.
7 till 11 this Friday, so if you're listening to the rewind of this show on Saturday and Sunday, then you've missed it. You've got to wait till next month.
And that's just going to be, because it's a pre-Valentine's thing, as I said earlier, it's soul, lovers rock, rock steady, soulful reggae, again, musical niceness.
Amazing.
And then the last thing I should talk about as well, which we mentioned earlier, is the gallery show.
Yeah.
Which is called Streets of New York, group show, 5 different photographers.
Ooh.
New York street photography, half black and white, half colour, late 40s to the early 70s.
And I'm holding up. If you're one of our wonderful viewers on YouTube, then you will see this wonderful photograph of the catalogue.
Streets of New York, David Hill Gallery.
It's just really beautiful to see that. I just love it.
You know what? The tone of it is gorgeous.
So good.
And this is the colours.
It actually just reminds me of all the photographs of my childhood. They're all in that kind of...
Really
the
evocative.
ones that aren't black and white are literally in that tone.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourites in the series. It's great.
It is. It's cracking. Absolutely cracking. Very evocative. Very, very evocative. David, you have got your mind full of everything. We love it. You've got your pockets full of even more. Where do you get all your energy from?
Good question. It's just nice to be working on great projects. You know, I just do things that excite me, whether it's musically or photographically, and pretty blessed to be able to do that, to be honest. So,
absolutely. But you've managed to facilitate it all as well, which I think is the other half of the game. You know, we're all into art and we're all into music and that, but actually facilitating it is another level, man.
Tenacity.
It's one of my favourite words. I love that.
Mendacity.
I think you made that
up. What about plans for this year? Have you got anything exciting or interesting or just anything that you want to share?
We've got an amazing exhibition that's following this one, which opens on the 10th of March. It's a photographer called Baldwin Lee, who's Chinese-American and spent about 7 years going around the southern states of America with a large format plate camera that shoots 5 by 4 inch negatives.
No
way.
Shot
10,000 portraits, African American community. Remained pretty much unseen. They were first shown in New York last September.
Yeah.
We've got a different selection, so images that haven't been seen as well.
Amazing.
And they are, they're aesthetically beautiful, technically incredible.
I was going to say, that format is pretty unique.
Socially, an incredibly important document.
Yeah.
So we got that coming. I'm super excited.
Yeah,
it's had rave reviews, the New York show, rave reviews in the New Yorker, New York Times, Washington Post, Atlantic, this kind of thing. And that's exciting.
Well, you'll have to come back and tell us about that. Because I definitely want to come to that.
Oh, it's amazing.
So you'll have to make sure we get an invite from Portobello Radio. We can critique it for
Always.
you, review it.
Mental,
we can review
absolutely
it.
Mental. Well done.
I love the take on the stuff that you put in your gallery. There always seems to be about almost capturing the zeitgeist of a community or a city or a people or whatever.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and we always try to show things which a little bit off radar. The story hasn't been told, and I always try to get an exciting, important narrative behind it. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant. Absolutely
Well,
brilliant.
thank you very much for having me in. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you both at the Bar of the Tabernacle later
Do you
on
want to
tonight.
shout out your social media handles before you go, just in case anyone doesn't know?
So there are two. So it's David Hill _ photo for the Instagram for the gallery, and the music one is Soul Revivers, all one word.
Nice. Very,
So,
very nice. Both on Instagram.
Both Instagram.
Love it.
That's the
Absolutely
place to be,
love it. That
apparently.
is apparently the
I'm
place
on
to be.
Instagram, so.
Yeah. I wonder what the smell was. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. David Hill in the house. Go and check out his gallery, Laverick Grove. He's mental. Absolutely mental and full of fire. I love it. Absolutely
people.
love it.
And the
Appreciate
exhibition looks great.
Yeah, man. You know this. You know this. Looking forward to checking that one out and checking out his gig tonight and indeed at the Paradise. Love it. Thank you so much, David. Please come back again. Tell us more. Tell us more.
Thank you very much. And as I said earlier, healing vibes to one Charlie Phillips.
Oh,
Definitely.
blessings. Big blessings.
You gonna play a
Wonderful.
tune?
I am. I'm going to chuck on a little bit of Free Salt. I know it was like a hitter last year, but it's one of my favourites. I still haven't lost the love for this particular tune.
Don't need a hero anyway, although I really like your style. Don't need a hero anyway, even though you changed my mind. 'Cause I needed you yesterday, but again you were around. Don't need a hero anyway, although I really like your style. Don't need a hero anyway, even though you changed my mind. 'Cause I needed you yesterday, but again you were around. Don't need a hero anyway, even though you changed my mind. Don't give up on no one, 'cause God's love is free. The silver lining for what will be, and we may feel alone. Don't need a hero anyway, although I really like your style. Don't need a hero anyway, even though you changed my mind. 'Cause I needed you yesterday, but again you were around. 'Cause I needed you yesterday, but again you were around. Don't need an egomaniac in my life to drive me wild. I have to run away from that, no mess with Athens child. So you see that I'm on my way, wanna drag me down, oh why? Don't need an ego anyway, don't need an ego anyway.
I know you ain't come this far just to go back to where you came from.
Don't give up no one, 'cause God's love is free. The silver lining for what will be, and we may feel alone. You're free.
Yes, indeed, the most incredible Salt there. Free. What a gorgeous tune. I miss David Ayling. Why do I say that? Because he introduced me to this fantastic album about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, Soul 45, if you remember that brilliant show on this wonderful platform, Portobello Radio.
But you're talking about SAULT Salt.
Yeah, maybe.
Like no violins over London and all of that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
The question is always, who are they? Because they're anonymous.
They are beautifully anonymous. I think that's all part of the mystique,
exactly.
isn't it? Yeah, man, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And, well, you know, check them out. If you've never heard of them before, then you're missing out, baby. You're missing out big time. Really big time. So we brushed across the southern United States there, Texas, which sort of reminded me of the fact that our sales of the Dread Broadcasting Corporation T-shirts have gone gangbusters, man. I mean, we had a drop of about 30 T-shirts about 4 days ago, and they've literally all gone. I was trying to work out why it was mainly United States and USA that were buying these T-shirts from us. Of course, the
United States is the USA.
Sorry, is that what I said? Yeah, I'm weird, aren't I?
UK and the USA.
No, Australia is what I meant to say.
Oh, Australia.
Australia, indeed. Australia and the United States, both buying loads of T-shirts off us. And in fact, we sold about 3 this morning to Japan. God knows what on earth that's about. Dread Broadcasting Corporation was a fantastic local pirate radio station, first black-owned pirate radio station in the UK, playing fantastic music when most of the mainstream radio stations didn't. They are local to our area. Lepke Rebel used to run it, God rest his soul, and we are great friends with his beautiful son, Lewis. Thank you very much indeed to all the Anderson family. You lot are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, man, I was doing a bit of Googling to find out why is everyone buying DBC T-shirts? What's been going on?
Because it's iconic.
Apart from it being wonderfully iconic.
Hopefully in about by 2030, should we say, we'll have hundreds of people, if not already, but hundreds more buying Portobello Radio T-shirts because it'll be so iconic. Let's hope so. 18 years old by then or something. Or nearly, I don't know. What's it, 8 years now? So
well, hopefully we've left a little mark on the area and our brand isn't too...
No, it'll be 15 years old. That's what I was trying to say. So it might be... Who knows?
Who knows?
You might be getting loads of orders from all over across the world.
So, of course, on Googling DBC, hashtag DBC, I came up with a few here. There is a corporation, or indeed there's a collection of rather nerdy peoples down in South Korea calling themselves the Deep Brain Chain, and they are all about Bitcoin. So they've got their whole line of T-shirts out, nerds wearing Bitcoin T-shirts, and they tag themselves up as DBC. So maybe 1 or 2 of them have bought a T-shirt inadmissively or in a mistake. The Detroit Buck Club is also someone.
I see what you're doing. You know what? I'm watching you and I'm thinking, what are you on about?
Where is
Greg?
he going with this?
I'm
just wondering who's mistakenly bought a DBC T-shirt thinking it's for something else. So Detroit Buck Club are hunting and fishing clothing, and they are big in the game.
No, it's not them. Should we keep going through this list? No, it's not the
There's only
Bitcoin guys, it's
one
not
more.
the fishing guys.
There's only one more here, and this is they have just released a massive amount of merch, as they like to call it, from a company called Dirty Mo Media, who are pretty massive. Again, Dirty Mo Media, which is but
that's DMM.
DMM produce a T-shirt and a line of clothing for the most amazing DBC over there stateside, and that, of course, stands for Door Bumper Clear, which happens to be a massive podcast out there in the United States. They are on literally hundreds of thousands of listens, and they are big in the game, really big in the game. Brett Griffin, TJ Mayers, and Freddie Kraft all love to chat about their NASCARs. So again, I'm apologizing to anybody who might have bought a DBC T-shirt thinking it was going to be a NASCAR T-shirt. It ain't one of them, man. This
NASCAR,
is a proper
Bitcoin,
reggae thing.
or fishing and hunting.
Yeah, you know that. Or the most famous reggae radio station in the entire universe. Yes, I'd go for the very latter. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So there you go. That's what I've been doing, sort of while we've been off air over the last few days.
So listeners, you see, our lovely Gregsy is always working.
Always non-stop, mate.
Even when it looks like he's just sitting around doing nothing, he's actually working.
Absolutely. I have ways of making it look easy.
Ways and means.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Hey. So there you go. If you want a Dread Broadcasting Corporation T-shirt, then get on the website now. There's only a few left, and I've already got my next order in with Fifth Column for the next drop, because these things are going out the door really quick. And to those of you guys who want, and gals, XXLs, they are in the making. We are working out how we're going to deal with that little logo on a huge piece of cotton. So
and don't forget,
soon comes,
listeners, that if you want Portobello Radio original first edition bucket hat, you've got to let us know.
When
'Cause
enough
we're planning,
people,
when we've got enough
people,
interest, we'll produce some for the summer.
Yeah, man,
For
great
the
idea.
seaside.
For the
So
seaside, for carnival.
start putting
for
your orders in now. So by the summer
Absolutely.
we can do a batch of them too.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
And
do
who
it. Let's
knows
do
what?
it.
Maybe you'll be able to go through a list of possible people who mistook Portobello Radio for something completely different.
I doubt it, thankfully.
No, I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Bro, absolutely, bro. So, yeah, man, keep it locked to Portobello Radio. And indeed, if you want to rock the brand or give us a hand, then buy one of our T-shirts because we are almost a charity. We're a community interest company. We make absolutely no money whatsoever. And indeed, we don't have any sponsors. Nobody dictates to us what we do.
Well, actually, a community interest company is the way to go now because you can't really even set up a charity these days.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's a
It is
community
difficult,
interest company
yeah.
or community interest organisations, and actually that's the way to go.
Yeah,
That's the
man.
model to go for.
Absolumo. Yeah. So I'm going to let you play a little tune if you like, and then we're going to talk to the most amazing Christos Simaris, which he's sitting here with bated breath. He's been such a polite and lovely man. He's sort of been hanging around pretty much for the last hour, waiting to come on the mic. So we can't wait. We really genuinely can't wait to get this guy on the mic to chat to you about his most astounding artwork down here at the Muse Gallery, which of course you guys have got to come down and check out. Lovely. I think he's here for the next couple of weeks, but we're going to chat to him and find out all about that one. Bro, how's about tune, Auntie Isis?
Well, I was thinking I'll play something off of this new album that Stormzy's. Well, it's not new actually. Dropped it last year, but I'm trying to think which
Did
track.
he? Is it broken?
Yeah, it dropped. It broke. But yeah, I'm gonna play. Let's try this one.
Yeah, I like it.
No, I think it was you kneeling by the fire.
Kneeling by the fire, yeah.
Yeah,
You know that.
The departure from what we the lovely Christos.
Christos.
Christos, who's going to talk to us about his wonderful art. But we were just talking during the music about how much Stormzy's style has changed with this album.
Yeah.
And just whether
he's gone all soul-y.
Yeah, but it's kind of he's grown up, hasn't he? That's what I'm thinking. He's grown up, basically.
Maybe that's what it is.
He's not a kid.
Maybe that's what it is. He's got some hairs. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, let's introduce the most amazing Christos.
Sorry, Christos was saying something.
Here we go.
I was trying to say
Hi,
something, but
Christos.
I didn't have the microphone.
No, we hadn't introduced you yet. We hadn't brought you in, but that's fine.
Yeah, I was saying that when people used to listen to something or used to see an artist, they're very difficult to digest when they change style.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We were saying about David Bowie, how different his music was towards the end of his life. But, you know, he was an artist. He always liked to experiment.
Yes.
And he grew up,
didn't he?
But he also grew. I think it's about growing up and maturing. Think about Paul Weller. When I was young, I loved the Jam.
Yeah.
The Jam was absolutely fantastic. And then he went off, hello. And then we went to the Style Council. And now if you're listening to what the sort of music Paul Weller's making as well, it shows that he's matured.
Yeah.
He's not a kid anymore.
No, he
is
is.
A grown man.
You're right.
You know?
He's a big man. He's a big
man styling.
Yay. Excellent. So we got the most amazing Christos Timaris in the house.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
No, more than a pleasure. Thank you for hanging on, man. You're a patient man.
No
we love you.
No
mental.
problem.
Absolutely mental. Not only are you patient, you're also pretty good with your eyes and your hand, because surrounding us in the Muse Gallery, 269 Portobello Road, you have these most fantastic oils, man, and they're bloody huge.
They're not just oils.
I was about to say, this is interesting to talk about this
Tell us about
process.
Yeah, I was going to tell you about this. Yes. Yeah, because I like to sort of mix things in an orthodox way. The right way is to use the water-based colors first, and then
pop the oils on top.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I use them the other way around. That's why I create these interesting textures on it.
Clever.
Yeah. So I think
that's oil on top of water instead of water on top of oil.
Other way around.
The other way around. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah. Water on top of course, water on top of oil. Yes.
But people need to come and have a look here because it's difficult to describe what it is. So some people possibly have seen what's going on the social media or if they follow the gallery. But I think these paintings should be looked in real life.
Yeah.
In terms of scale and texture and color, composition, everything. Yeah.
And you would describe them as portraits, or you describe them as still life, or?
Well, I do paintings. They are paintings. That's the name of the exhibition.
I was about to say, just
yes.
in case you're in doubt.
But they
paintings.
are actually, you can also call them portraits.
Yeah.
And
I'm just thinking the subject matter of all of them is
they're
a
figures.
Human being, yes.
They have a head. And then I suppose you can call them portraits.
Yeah.
Life size or just a head and shoulders or something like that. I've always been interested in doing portraits. That's because I could actually do them. I was skillful enough from an early age. I wasn't good with my imagination, so I can't really do things from my imagination.
Okay.
That doesn't work for me. I have to look at something and then I can put it down on the paper, on the canvas.
Yeah.
And then play with the subject on it. But in terms of my mind giving birth to an idea, it doesn't work like this for me, unfortunately. I wish it was.
Oh.
So you're literally interpreting what you see in your own eyes.
Yes, and then I mess up with the actual thing when I put it down. So because
do you start off intending to mess it up, or do you create something?
Yes, I do start intending to mess it up, and normally I mess it up too much, and then it's difficult to go back. But because I fortunately I'm skillful drawer. And I can easily go again and redraw it and get to a good point again, so I can start all over again, or I can just completely erase everything and start something new.
And I mean, so how long did it take you to create? So
this
for
one,
our listeners,
for instance,
the large canvas with the particular process that you've used with the dog, should we say?
Okay, I was gonna say the different stages. This painting probably started in 2016, so quite a while ago. But there are different layers, and it has changed many times. And it's probably been finished a couple of times and put away. But then I will catch a glimpse of it, and then I would think I need to add something there. And then I bring it out and start painting. So, it's just going to do a little bit there, and it's going to be all fine. But then I just ended up redoing the whole thing. So basically, as long as they are in my studio, paintings live with me and they grow with me. Like we said earlier about the style.
Ever evolving.
About the style, yes. So things that I used to like, and my taste is changing, and I'm just trying to experiment.
How long have you been doing this thing?
So I've been doing that since I've went to art school, which was around 1992.
Could I ask you where you studied?
I studied my art school in Greece, and I moved here. I had a scholarship for 2 years, and I moved to England, to London, and I did a couple of master's degrees.
Ooh, clever chap.
Here as well.
In art?
Love it.
No, it's not even clever. I wouldn't say that.
In art?
Yes, in art. Yeah, it's more like it was
Mechanic,
more like an
he likes to
experience.
mend cars. Yeah.
It was more like an experience. I was carry on doing what I was doing. But being in a different environment, and you get different ideas, different images, and then you grow. And and I had this scholarship, and I had to do something with it, which getting something higher than just a degree. Which the next step was master.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
an MA.
Yeah.
I've got one of those.
Wow, you
well done.
guys, so learned.
And it's funny, I was laughing when you were
learned.
talking about your process, because I'm a poet, besides one of the things I do. And I find a similar thing. I'll write a poem.
I'm
or
sure
something,
you do,
I'll put it
yes.
aside, then I'll take it up and I'll start tinkering with it. And then sometimes I recreate a completely different poem.
Yes.
Or two poems.
Ah.
And there's this whole creative evolutionary process. So I was
Beautiful.
like, it was reminding me, I'm not visual, I can't draw or anything like that. But what you were talking about, I could really resonate with that.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a part of the process, part of different images, different. The use of language for you, I suppose, is changing. You used to use the language differently before. Now you've got better or different
But there's
types
new
of
words as well.
Exactly.
We were talking
Yeah.
about young people. I gather you've got a son, you said. And so
Yes.
I've got a couple of daughters in their 20s.
Yeah.
And certainly the language they use, or even the way they
Absolutely,
see the
yes.
world, is very different to how we see it now.
Exactly. Yes.
And in terms of how your art was impacted or affected, when you came to the UK, did you notice anything change? Has it different to how your creative process is when you're in Greece, or?
Yes, I did something that I shouldn't have done, which was completely change my style and started experimenting, but losing touch, because I was, to be honest, my school, school in Greece is more like a academic. So you learn how to draw, which I think is quite basic.
You learn technique.
How to draw. You need. In order to be an artist, it's a basic quality to have in Greece to be a good drawer.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So it's quite different than here then?
I suppose it is, yes. Here is more, if you have a good idea, which I don't think is a bad thing necessarily, but, in Greece, that's how it works with the system. So you need to be a good drawer to be able to even enter the school, because it's quite strict exams to get there. And I left all that behind, and I suppose people were expecting from me to carry on that in the art school that they accepted me for the MA. And I would just completely change, which yeah, it was something completely different for me. Yes.
But do you think that? Greetings. We've got the lovely Ilaria.
Oh,
who's also an artist.
Sorella Ilaria has just walked in the house.
Ciao, Bella. So, do you think that if you had not come from Greece and you started doing your art over here, that you would have still done a master's because of the difference in the way we kind of the way in which we encourage artists to be?
I mean, well, I definitely a bit different. I don't know if I will be an artist if I didn't come. You know, there's a tiny little thing that you change in your life, and it leads you to a totally different path. So I don't know. Maybe sometimes you have a child, and then you give up to what you're doing, and you just have to make a living, and then you become a builder, which I did for some time because I had to support me and my family.
Now most artists have to do something else on the side to get by.
yeah. It would be an exception if you are able to make money from your art as soon as you. I mean, the people do succeed in that, but not very many. Oh. I'm not one of them, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, I just wondered about the kind of, I don't know if you want to call it academic or kind of professionalism or whatever of doing a degree as an artist, because you know, as a writer, you could just write and never do a degree or anything like that. But then there's other people. I mean, I did one because where I come from in Trinidad, if you want to work in academia or anything, you need to have at least have a master's at least. So that's why I did it. Not that I needed it to be able to do what I do, but it's you know, different countries have different perspectives on these things.
Well, the tradition in Greece is that you know the children, they have to go to university, and that's a status in Greece that you have to have a degree as well, and otherwise you're unsuccessful. But I know lots of people that haven't been to art school, and I don't know, to be honest, if that's necessary, but this is the culture in Greece. You know, you have to, and the parents are really proud. I suppose my parents were really proud when I got into the university. So so that's
interesting.
Wonderful. Shall we grab a little tune? And
I was about to
come
say,
back to
have
this
you got a tune
gentleman?
there, Gregsy? I think you've got one.
I've always got something tucked up my sleeves. I tell you, but Lee Perry, our lovely Perry, and this is one that I've rediscovered.
Scratch.
Well, this is I think prior to the scratch periods, but yeah, man, what a good woodman. Love it, absolutely love it. Come back to you guys in just a second.
I want
make her swear never to see them again. Then I saw her crying. I said, what's the matter, dear? She said, I'm trying to forget such a good woman.
Oh, the most amazing Lee Perry, What a Good Woman.
That's a very calm kind of Lee Perry track, isn't
gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
Often
I found that thanks to our most adorable Gaz Mail from Gaz's Rockin' Blues. He introduced us to that about 10 years ago, and I thought, what a cracker of a tune, what an absolute cracker. So yeah, there you go. Mental, absolutely mental. Back to the most amazing Christos.
Yes, and I just wanted to ask you, Christos, about the painting that's behind you, which is a self-portrait.
Yes.
I saw it and I said, that looks to me like a self-portrait, and I just wondered what are you saying there?
Right. This is a self-portrait. I mean, this is the last layer. I had about 3 behind it. There's different poses, but this one is the more recent one. So I've been working on this one for, again, possibly since 2016. So in this, obviously, my language is changing, my technique is changing, but I also wanted to keep the aggression and the energy. So I'm using thicker paint. Just go over it. I'm not trying to be too careful with it. But the drawing behind is quite important, so I suppose I kept my head being recognizable, and obviously you recognize that it's a self-portrait. And that crazy eye,
was the crazy eye, yeah.
The crazy eye, there is this friend of mine that every time you try and take a picture of him, he's just he looks wild, like a crazy man or something. And he's a music producer, and it reminded me of that guy, and I just I kept it like that. But I called it the eagle eye. I don't know, because it looks like an eagle. I don't know, maybe. Oh no, it looks like I have a beak there instead of a nose, so that's why I called it the eagle eye.
So the other thing I was going to ask about was about big paintings, because I've got Ilaria here, who's also an artist who works in the Arts Collective, and I'm just really curious about how it is that, I was talking to you earlier about the size of paintings, and obviously people, if you go to the Louvre, you've got these giant canvases, but nobody owns a house big enough, unless you're exceptionally rich, to hang one of these. But something as the larger size canvases, and I don't know what you feel about big paintings versus small paintings, and is it more difficult? Is it more how are you kind of inspired to create a big canvas?
Well, I could tell you lots of artists nowadays, they create a lot bigger canvases because they are I don't know, it's the scale, you can transfer a little drawing into a huge canvas and it becomes a lot more powerful. Well, obviously you need to do it nicely, you need to, whatever you're gonna say on a bigger scale, it needs to work. But people do, or other artists do like to work, especially if they have a gallery or an exhibition. It's not necessarily about selling it necessarily, and somebody's putting it in the, because no, to be honest, who's got that? Only a few people, mind you. I did paint sold a huge painting, even bigger than that, or maybe that size, and somebody managed to fit it in his bathroom. And it's a painting of Boris Johnson, actually. It was ironic.
Oh, I can't imagine taking a bath in front of Boris Johnson. Ouch.
Well, yeah, it's like they're taking the piss. Yeah,
so, some kind of weird hell.
Yeah,
oh.
but
I think yes, like a big painting is really like powerful. Like you need to be confident to paint, big painting. But then once you start, I think just because it's big, sometimes it works. Even if it's not nice, it always has an impact.
Well, for me, it's difficult to work, and I just ended up painting layers and layers of the same painting until I've been working on them for years, like I said earlier. They're not as easy to for me. I don't know. Other people maybe it's different style, but what I'm doing, I find it that it takes a long time for me to be happy.
Do you ever think, okay, this is finished, or sometimes you look at them and you think,
like I said, this particular painting, I thought it was finished 3 times, and it's changed completely 3 times. So hopefully is in the gallery now, and it's not going back to my studio. If somebody buys it, it would stay like this. Yes.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Thank you guys for joining us. You've been absolutely amazing.
Thank you so
Thank you, Christos, for joining us. Tell us, how long more have we got your beautiful show down here at the Muse Gallery?
This exhibition is on until the 5th of March.
Oh, good. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's for a while.
Yeah.
I'm going away tomorrow, but I will be back for the final week, and I should be able to meet with people if they want to come.
Wonderful.
Have a chat.
That's always one of the great experiences of coming down to the Muse Gallery. Is often you meet the artists. So it would be fantastic if you're able to come back. And
the weekend before the 5th of March, I will be here.
Amazing.
So I'd love to meet people, and I'd love people to come and see what I'm doing, because lots of people can see it on the internet, but they can't really see.
There's a difference, isn't there, between real life and...
Yeah, of course there is. And meeting the real person. Yeah, that's the beauty of it, in my mind, is that you actually get to
hear
see
from the artist themselves.
In the flesh. I love it. Absolutely
and
love it.
What are your social media handles? Where can people get information
it's
about
my
you?
surname, Tsimaris, at Tsimaris.
I think you need to
Tsimaris.
Aha.
Tsimaris. Is that
beautiful, amazing. And so that's Instagram, and of course you can catch up with the Muse Gallery as well on Instagram to see the current exhibition that you've got going on up here. Fantastic. Absolutely
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Evgaristol. You're amazing. Absolutely
Thanks
amazing. Bring me back
Thank
some
you.
ouzo next time. I want ouzo.
Ouzo?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
I will.
You like?
Yeah.
You want some ouzo? I've got 2 bottles of ouzo.
No, I want the real ouzo.
No, I've got ouzo from when I was in Athens. It's been sitting on my shelf. I bought it back, and nobody ever drank it.
You need people to drink ouzo, and you need some meze. You just don't drink it as a normal drink.
No, it wasn't for me.
You need a meze. You
I
need a little
bought
bit of
the
food to
2
go with
bottles
it.
back
You're
for my
absolutely
daughters.
right.
I thought they could try it, and they never took it, and they're just sitting on my shelf now.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Thank you so much, Christos. You're adorable, man. Absolutely adorable. We're looking forward to, well, possibly when you get back from your travels, you can jump on the microphone again and tell us, A, how your travels were, and B, how the sales are going down here at the Muse Gallery.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Wicked,
you.
absolutely wicked. Travel safely. Very, very good luck with everything. Mental, absolutely mental. He was great, wasn't he? Oh, we'll have him again, definitely. And little Ilaria stepping in.
And
a little
Ilaria,
bit.
where
What
can we
you
get
like?
your artwork? What's your social media handles?
Just my name, Ilaria Di Fiore, ILARIADIFIORE. Very difficult, I know. Ilaria Di Fiore.
Amazing.
Wonderful.
Fantastico. Bro.
Oh, the artists. We've got so many around.
In it, we're really blessed to be surrounded by so many beautiful creative souls. We're going to play a quick tune. Then we have the most amazing...
And this actually is a very quick tune, but in terms of
Is
trying
it?
to be peers and do these links,
Yeah.
we were talking about doing Too Much Too Young, weren't we?
Oh, go on then. Love it. Oh, Terry. Whoa.
Yes, so the message is don't do too much when you're too young.
Well, I don't.
Allow yourself some time
Yeah.
to evolve and grow.
Yeah, well, you know, you can try that. You can try that if you like. You could definitely try that if you like. Wow, he was amazing, wasn't he, Christos? Woof. Boy, I don't know if you guys remember out there in Radio Land, we had a fantastic gig with Loretta Haywood shortly after our local boozer, the Metropolitan, had opened up. And it's rebranded itself and got a wonderful bunch of new staff and some new owners, and it's now called the Quiet Night In. We had the most amazing Mickey P in. Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember. So last week. Wow, getting that old, man. Wicked. And he was telling us all about what he's doing up there. He has delightfully turned up with the most beautiful Isabella, who's actually part of the establishment. Tell us about it. Yay, she's the manager, she is the boss, she's the one with the biggest hat in the room. Love it, absolutely love it. Isabella, welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Not at all, pleasure, absolute pleasure. So you guys, I mean, you've taken on quite a beast up there, but you've done something fantastic with it, and that's nothing. You know what I mean? Apart from changing the beers, and that's all we ever want round here.
Yeah,
you know, what do we want? Gradual change. When do we want it? In due course. That's our motto.
Or never.
That is so our motto. So I think what you guys have done there is just it's fabulous. It's such a delight to have someone move into this area but not want to change it up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, it's definitely been quite a few months renovating the place, let me say. Obviously, it was closed down for the pandemic.
Yeah.
We had our soft launch in November, which went extremely well. And yes, Loretta Haywood was amazing on the 23rd.
Wasn't that mental?
Yeah, it was.
Really
I did
mental.
not expect that many
None
people.
Of us did,
I should have got 2 bodyguards.
We should have got 2 security on the door, but you know what? Everybody was pretty well behaved. There was a little bit of trouble in the middle of it there somewhere, but I think most people ignored it.
Yeah, and people love the drama, so it's fine.
You're right. You're right. You see, that's a true landlady. That is. People love the drama. You know that. You know that. No, well done. Well done.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things going on now. Obviously, we wanted to, get to know the community, and that's obviously where I met lovely Mickey, who is doing Wine Wednesdays now.
Brilliant.
With
Is that every
Portobello,
Wednesday?
Yes, with Portobello Live Lounge.
Beautiful.
Yeah, from 8 till 11. So we have a lot of things that have been picking up now.
Brilliant.
And I think pool every night. And yeah, I think it's been really nice, to open back up and see the community and, how there's such a lovely bunch of diverse people who come there. So
bless you. You're good, man. You're good. I like it. I like it.
Oh, thank
you. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We are all lovely. We're all bloody diverse. That's for sure. And most of us are on the spectrum, but you seem to be able to put up with it. That's brilliant. Absolutely superb. Absolutely superb. No, well done. And as Dinny just shouted in from the background there, you've kept the pool table in the same place it's always been.
Yes.
We love playing pool. So that's
people love that.
Fantastic, man. You have got a good bunch of beers on tap. Tell us about the brewery. Tell us about, where the group of pubs have come from.
Definitely. So the owner, the founder is Peter Brown, who is from New York. He came here quite a few years ago and started brewing beer in his back garden.
I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
On a road called Forest Road. So our company is called Forest Road Brewing Company.
Whereabouts was that?
So that was in East London.
Right, Walthamstow or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah,
I actually was there a few days ago.
Haggerston.
Oh, I think it's a little bit further east than that, but yeah.
Yeah, so in 2021, he opened up his own brewery in the south of Bermondsey. So that's where we brew our own beers, and Pete himself came up with all the names.
Amazing.
So we have one lager, which is it's very popular.
This is the best drink in the house, to be fair, if you're a bloke.
I love it when people say it because it's called Posh Lager.
It's called Posh. I'll have a pint of
they
Posh,
love it.
please.
And when they say Posh, they're like, "Can I have a Posh Lager?"
I love it.
So it's that the name is definitely a seller too. But so we have one lager and a lot of IPAs with really cool names. So everyone definitely needs to come down and check it out. We also have a double IPA.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What on earth is that?
It's strong, let me tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's strong.
Woo! But you also do Guinness on tap, or at least you did last time I was up there.
Yeah,
which is bro.
Yeah, we do
Absolutely
Guinness
bro.
on tap, so everyone's super happy now.
Covered every base. Yeah. Man, you know it.
And we also have a place in Hackney, so that was the first venue that was opened by Pete, and actually he built the bar himself by hand.
Woo!
So definitely I would recommend everyone to go check that out too, because I think the amazing thing is both venues have completely different vibes. And obviously one is in West and one is in East, so it's really good.
Brilliant. And you've always had a fantastic upstairs bar there, or an upstairs function room with a little bar in the corner. Are you going to start utilising that again? Are you going to start making use of that area again, or is that going to be, pretty much for private functions only?
Well, so for now it is only for private hires, but my plan in the long term is to make it a bougie cocktail bar.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, with nice leather seats, dimmed lights, but for now it's just a private hire. When we renovate it, we really want to make it top notch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Does that mean the prices are going to go up?
100%, of course. No, I'm joking.
Oh. Lovely. Looking forward to it. One of the great things about that particular upstairs room is there's this fabulous outside area.
Yes, that outdoor terrace. Actually, the building itself is absolutely beautiful. It has so much potential, and I just love it. Still has that vintage look on it. It really creates a character.
It's an old school pub.
Yeah,
it's definitely an old school, and you guys haven't changed that, which is kind of why we love it. And we love you. Wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely wonderful for keeping it all going. It's amazing, and it's great to have another decent booze around here.
Yes.
As time has sort of gone on, Mickey will back me up on this one. Our lovely boozers have turned into shishi bars, and none
all
of
the
us,
Habibis are there.
Yeah, well, no, absolutely, this, and it's like, well, I don't know, none of us can afford it, and indeed, I don't know, it's just changed. And actually, all we really want is just an old school boozer, please. And I think the only place around here, because I used to love coming around here, because the boozers had a slightly different vibe in the fact that there was always somebody Caribbean in the corner playing dominoes. There was always a little cards game going on somewhere in the pub, and you could guarantee someone was going to walk in with a box or a bag over their shoulder with all kinds of goodies in there. Yeah. Be it something from the local butcher or be it a collection from the local video store. Either way, you got it. Yeah, and cheap fags as well. Do you know what I mean? That whole vibe just doesn't really exist anymore, apart from one or two pubs around here. I won't say which ones they are, but there are two pubs around here where you still get that old vibe, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And hopefully you guys are sort of, you're somewhere in between that and the modern day vibe, if you like. So,
for sure. I think that's what's so amazing about the pub is it still has that old school feeling, like you said. The dominoes coming out, the cards, smoking endless fags, having good price pints. It's hard to find that around London now.
Very.
So our happy hour is £4 a pint, which is great.
Yeah. You see, that's a good price. That is a good price. Yeah. Is that even on the posh?
Yes, even on the posh.
No way.
Yeah, and posh at a normal price is £5.
Yeah,
so.
which again is a great price.
Yeah.
That's a great price. Wicked. Absolutely wicked. I love it. Brilliant. We've got Mickey P by our sides. I better get you on the mic momentarily. Tell us about your involvement with the beautiful establishment on the road.
Well, as you well know, I do Portobello Live Festival. We decided to do Portobello Live Lounge, and luckily enough, we're at the Quiet Night in Bella's Pub, which is just brilliant. I would like to say hello, Carol. Carol, I know you're listening. This is the mother of Bella. She's listening. We'd just like to say hello to Carol. And your daughter's doing great, and she's really tapped into the community very quickly. And come down Wednesday night. It's the very best of live music from the area and around this West London. And it's free entry, 8 till 11 o'clock, and we're giving you some brilliant live music. We'll also have spoken word, and anyone to do a turn. And maybe Bella herself will be reading some of her poetry down there one day. We'll wait and see. But anyway, do come down on Wednesday and check www.portobellolive.com. You'll get the lineup of who's playing. We are there every Wednesday, and we're turning this area back and giving it a live music venue is what we desperately need. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Well done. Well done, Mickey. Keeping the fires burning on the home front. I like your style, sir. I like your style. And looking forward to lots more from Portobello Live, because as you've already...
Yes, the festival has come back this year. It will be May the 7th and 8th. We'll have 7 or 8 venues probably over the 2 days, and we'll be giving you all sorts of different types of music from all around, all genres, and spoken word, films and everything. So look out, 7th and 8th of May, Portobello Live. Thank you, and I support Portobello Radio very much, as I always say. They're tapping into the complete community. And you're doing a great job, guys.
So you need to record that bit. I hope we got that.
That.
That's a jingle.
Mickey. Full of love. Thank you, brother. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, man. You were suggesting earlier, Mickey, that there isn't enough live music venues. We used to have one 2 doors up from us here, and that's kind of died a horrible death. We used to have one around the corner overlooking the park. That's died a death. I mean, all we want, actually, is some live music venues around here. We've got a couple at Acklam and the Acklam Village area where we get a little bit of live stuff going on. But the event that we did with Loretta Haywood just before Christmas was just knocked the ceiling out of everything around here. I loved it, absolutely loved it, and everybody who turned up loved it. So hopefully you and Bella can create some fantastic music, quite literally, up there. at the Quiet Night Inn just outside Westbourne Park Tube. You come out of the tube, you do a right, and it's literally there on your right. It's the easiest place in the world to meet any friends wherever they are in London. Just say Westbourne Park Tube. Just get a tube to Westbourne Park and you are here.
Find the big pub.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I also wanted to say that I think, you know, especially where we are located with this community, it's really important to, you know, keep doing live music, to keep being creative, to keep that going, especially in West London. Yeah. We need more of that vibe.
Great. I love that you're on our level. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for keeping it going up there. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. We got to get ourselves some numbers exchanged and stuff so that Portobello Radio can start doing some gigs up there with you guys as well.
Definitely, we would love that.
Yeah, we'd all love that. As with the community, I'm sure. I'm looking at Auntie Isis on that one.
I mean, I have to admit, I'm not a pub person. I like the space and I like the live music, but the conversation about beer, I had nothing to add to it.
No,
I don't drink beer. I have no interest in it whatsoever.
Well, neither did I until I started working there. You know, I'm a wine lady. I like my red wine, and then now I just can't get enough of IPAs. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Thank you again. You're absolutely amazing,
Thank you.
Isabella.
I appreciate it.
I look forward to seeing you over, over a pint up there, over a pint of posh.
Well,
definitely, I'll sort you out.
We might be doing a tour, it sounds this year, going to various venues to broadcast.
I like it. I like it.
Portobello Radio's on tour.
Yeah, absolutely. The OB system, we've got to pull that one out of the bag. Hey, fantastic. We're coming to the end of our lovely show. Thank you so much, Mickey P. Thank you so much, Isabella. You guys are both amazing, great sources of inspiration and wonderful energy. Please bring it back. Bring us back your wonderful energy. Tell us what's going on.
Well, it's nice to also have a young person running a venue. I think that's really important. It's a different energy. It's really important.
Super important. Yeah. Super important. And in that, you've kind of attracted a slightly younger crowd up there as well. So
yeah, definitely.
And that will mix up with the oldies like us.
Exactly. Absolutely. No, it's good. It's good to have a mixed crowd because you know each age group learns from each other, and I think that's super important.
Yeah. We all bring something to the table.
Man, exactly. Absolutely. You said it.
And old people just smell, so it's nice to have some.
Speak for yourself, Gregsy. Speak for yourself, mate.
Love it, absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Isabella. You're incredible, absolutely incredible. And like I said, I'd love to interview you again when you've got some more gigs on. Come down, tell us all about it. It's gonna be brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Isis, have you got a little tune?
Yeah, I'm going to play a tune because recently there was all this controversy about Madonna and the way she looks, because she's obviously had a bit of work done. Yeah. But then she snapped back and made a really good point about how women are judged in terms of our. Well, I can speak as a woman approaching 60, how people look at you and how you're judged and you know, all this sort of stuff. And it was interesting. So I'm just going to play a Madonna track.
Yeah, go for it.
I think, why not?
Go for it. Brilliant idea. Love it.
You can dance for inspiration. Come on, come on, come on. I'm waiting. Get into the groove, boy. You got to prove you're to me. Yeah. Get up on your feet, yeah. Step to the beat, boy. What women
Yeah, so that's a shout out to all of us old women approaching 60 or over 60 who have to contend with the fact that we live in a world where old women aren't valued in the same way that young ones are.
I wouldn't.
So I know it's a quandary. Well, I feel like that's what's happened to Madonna. She got so dragged for the fact that she's gone and done that. I don't know.
She's always put herself out there, and I think anybody who puts themselves out there are going to be exposed. Exactly, and so they're going to get a little bit of backlash. But then I guess if I'm to move down the sexist route very, very slightly, then us blokes will have had an idea, certainly blokes of a certain age, of what Madonna should be, and of course she's no longer the spring chicken that she was.
She no longer
so
is.
Therefore she's gracefully getting older. You know.
But that's the thing. We're not allowed to gracefully get older as women. I was thinking like.
Maybe this is my point.
That's the issue, isn't it? Whereas men are still. I mean, look, there was a thing about George Clooney the other day. Now, when George Clooney was young, he was gorgeous, and I remember we used to watch ER and think, "Yum yum, Dr. Doug," you know. But now
anybody got a glass of water?
But now he's still
second glass of water she's needed this show.
Now behave yourself. But he's still celebrated as being, really handsome as an older man. And then look at this whole thing with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know.
And the 19-year-olds. So there's always this disparity between. This is why I love my brother Junior Tomlin. Big shout out to him
big shout
and
out to
his
Junior.
beautiful queen Claire, who is
Yay.
similar age to him, absolutely gorgeous woman, and he's very happy to be with a woman of his age. You yourself have a beautiful woman who's actually older than you, and you're happy to be with somebody that age,
doesn't
as
matter.
does
Age
Piers,
isn't the thing,
which I do admire men who actually like people their own age group. It's nice.
Of course. It's natural, darling. It's all so terribly, terribly natural. So what a wonderful bunch of guests. We've got one more guest to get on.
We've got a
just
guest.
Before, these beautiful boys in the background here are a band called 88/89. We're going to chat to them in a min, but just before we get into chatting to them,
So they were obviously born in 88 and 89 or
something. maybe that's what it is.
They look like you. You look like you were born in 88 and 89.
This is Auntie here in the corner. Excellent. I love it. Absolutely love it. But just before we do, I am going to give you a quick bit of the what's on business.
Oh yeah, Wagwan.
Yeah, Wagwan. I mean, I haven't got a huge amount of Wagwan, to be fair. It's still moderately quiet on the Western Front, on the West Side Front.
At least the days are getting longer again.
Days are getting longer, which is a good thing, a really, really good thing. I've obviously been chatting to my beautiful brother Mecca of late, because I've been trying to get him to do another radio show for us down here, because he has the bestest collection of reggae in the entire universe. He's obviously been hanging out with his lovely mates, the what are they called? Reggae's Got Talent. Is that the one? Yeah, or Britain's Got Reggae. It's one of those ones, which is a wonderful collective of young ladies who put on a regular a gig in a park somewhere. He's got together with them, and from what I can work out, they have organised a festival, a new festival for this year. There's a few new festivals coming up, and this one's going to be called the Bass Pioneers Festival. So that's the BASS, standing for the British Association of Sound Systems.
Well, I have to say, I'm very impressed with Mecca's
he's
hoodie.
here.
His hoodie's amazing. Look at that.
Mex.
I feel like I just want to make him take it off, and I'm going to take it home one time.
Come, brother.
I'm going to fight you for that, brother. I'm going to fight you.
Talking about you. Get on the mic.
Hello.
Yay, there he is.
Hello.
There he is.
Testing.
Looking beautiful as always.
Yes, I love the hat, and I might have to take your clothes off you.
Oi,
I thought I'd wear a real. I don't want to get like fox blood or the guys from Petter on me, but there's only 4 genuine 100% real beaver.
Oh, a little beaver died.
I should say quite a few of them.
Yeah,
look at the size of that.
I just
beavers are small, man.
I thought they were quite big.
I could go down
not
a very
made of
rude
hamsters,
path
is it?
here, but we're not. We're going to carry
It's
on.
not made of hamsters,
He's
Gregsy.
looking so handsome at the moment,
He is,
particularly in his beaver hat.
Thank you.
I was saying about the Bass Pioneers Festival that you guys are kicking off. Tell me. The Bass.
British Association of Sound Systems.
Yeah,
Bass.
Man. Yeah, all right, bass.
Ricky.
Big up Ricky.
Yeah, big up to
Ricky.
Ricky.
Big up Ricky and Rap Attack.
Yeah.
And Alistair, who gave me a great opportunity.
Oh, he's another diamond fellow, yeah.
Yeah, basically, the British Association of Sound Systems Pioneer Awards.
Yeah.
It's a one-off event that may be continued on afterwards in the normal frame of the sound system fraternity, but the British Association of Sound System Pioneer Awards are to honour the original sound system, proprietors, guys like Duke Vin.
Yay!
The first
God
guy
rest
to
his
actually
soul.
own and play a sound system.
Yeah,
here.
man.
Daddy Vega.
Yay!
Lloydie Coxon.
Yay!
Natty Frontline.
Yay!
Macarental.
Yay!
The older
This
them.
is going on.
Make
I
sure,
like it. I like
make
this.
sure
I
within
like
that
it.
you
Yeah.
find a couple of female sound systems to honour as well.
Oh,
100%.
Yes.
Dish your
We have
dance
them.
hall.
Like in
We have
Zinga.
them.
Yeah, man.
No.
Lynette's dish your dance
Yeah,
hall.
just
That's a
get
good
those
British
women's sound
It's
systems.
funny,
Yeah.
because they were quite rare, but there was one that was quite reputable. I can't really say now because it's all for the awards, but
Yeah.
there were some good sound system MCs as well.
Gorgeous,
like Lorna G.
Yeah, all right.
Big
Yeah, yeah.
MC, you know what I mean?
Come on,
So,
and women's voices
you
are
know,
nicer than men's voices.
Absolutely, of course. Of course they are. Wicked. Wicked. So we got that to look forward to this coming summer.
Yeah,
Brill.
definitely.
Absolutely
It's
brill.
getting put together now.
Uh-huh.
I'd just like to big up Miss Serlene Braithwaite, hoping that we'll work together. The proprietor at Britain's Got Reggae.
Britain's Got Reggae.
Yeah, and I want to big up the 3 authentic judges who are giving me their time to show me who were big before my time, before I was born.
Uh-huh.
And, women's sound systems. A lot of people don't know that the Great Paddington Terror, that's in its 4th or 5th generation, was a sound system owned by my mother's business partner called Miss Olive.
Ah, big up to Miss Olive.
They kept the blues dance and all of that. Rest in peace to Miss Olive, and big
Yeah.
up Tony Terror and Keefe Douglas, the
Yeah, man.
artist, who were the kids
Brilliant.
that used to operate it at the time.
Yeah. Cool. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Looking forward to hearing lots more from you, and maybe one of these days you'll put another lovely set together for Portobello Radio.
Set is coming my way. I'm
Come
hoping
on.
to go to Jamaica and come back, and
Oi.
that set is coming my way.
Bring
Ah,
us some fresh shit, man.
Yeah,
Make
shout
sure you
out to
bring
Bar-
back. Oh no, I'm
I
not going to say it on
so
air.
before we close, I have to say 2 things. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna end on a light note. So,
Okay.
rest in peace to Whoppy King, man.
Yeah, we just
You know?
we played.
we
So
do.
I know.
Yeah, I can't
to-
believe
I,
I'm
I
hearing
know.
that this
I
morning.
know.
Oh,
And Russell
Can't
as
believe
well.
that. Russell and
It's like we're
a
just
lot of
losing
guys are
so many
going,
of our
you know?
elders. We were
Yeah.
talking about that earlier.
Absolutely, the old
a lot
boys,
of guys
yeah,
are
man.
going. You know?
The
But
old
please, if you
guard.
know whatever's
Aw.
happening with Whoppy, do put it up on the Portobello Road,
Oh yeah,
Portobello
yeah,
Radio
definitely.
site.
Yeah,
so that,
whenever I can,
Yeah,
I do.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do. Brilliant, Mecca. You're amazing. Love your timing as well. That was
Yes,
exquisite,
yes.
man. That was
Yes,
absolutely
yes.
exquisite. We are going to.
Oh, Jesus
hang on.
Christ.
Oi.
That's what
oi,
I'm trying to
oi,
remember.
oi.
On the
What?
lighter note,
Oh, yeah.
On the lighter note.
our good artist and friend, Kabaka Pyramid,
Okay.
won his Grammy
Oh.
for the Calling album.
Brilliant.
I just thought I'd just mention that.
No, well done. Big up.
Yeah,
Big
does,
up.
does he want to come and do an interview on Portobello Radio?
He's here in April, playing at
Okay.
the Jazz Cafe.
Beautiful.
So
Get him to come
I'm
in.
sure.
Yeah,
We'll find
Kabaka,
the
my
time.
brother, if you're listening, you got a date here on Portobello
Yeah,
Radio.
man. Facilitate.
Hear that? Hear that?
Facilitate.
Sort it out, Mecca.
Come on,
Okay.
come on. Brilliant.
I will
Absolutely
do.
brilliant. No, big up, Mecca. Lovely hearing your beautiful tones. Always.
I just love your style, brother.
Yeah, you know that. I don't know about the dead animal, but everything else is beautiful.
Well, like I said, probably not that many. It wasn't that many beavers. If it was a hamster or something, you would have said yeah.
Well, in the 80s, he wasn't a superstar if he didn't have a beaver felt.
True.
But
true,
also snake
true,
skin shoes
true.
And the Lovers Rock side.
and
of it.
crocodile shoes and all
yeah,
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you know that. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Thank you so much, Mecca. You're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Bang on a quick tune. We've got about 10 minutes of this show left, and then what we're going to do is we're going to dive over to these beautiful guys, 88, 89. We're going to play one of their tunes and have a quick catch up with them because they're also Localoid. Brilliant. Yeah.
Oops, no, that was
No?
wrong.
Oh,
No, you want
no.
to whack something on?
No.
Oh, okay, sorry,
Crack
I'm
on,
getting,
crack on. Oh, really? Oh, I can
Have
do.
you got something? Yeah, because
I've always got
and
something.
and I'll play
man.
something
I've always
afterwards or
got
something because
something, you
I was
know.
going to play something, but actually it doesn't fit now because after Mecca, you know,
Yeah.
coming in, it's going to change, isn't it?
Exactly. Got to change.
Change it up.
Give it up. You know what's on my mind. Give it up. We've been wasting too much time. You know you got what I want you. Come on, you about to blow my mind. Can you dig it? Give it up. We've been wasting too much time. Give it up, girl. You know what's on my mind. Oh, don't wait another longer. to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. That's right, baby. Now you just give it to me.
Yes, indeed, the most amazing Lee Dorsey. Give it up, give it up, give it up.
Full tune.
Yeah, man, brilliant tune. Absolutely superb tune. So, we're just about coming to the end of this wonderful show. Thank you, everybody out there, for joining us. I'll thank you again in a minute, because just before we disappear on you and leave you to your beautiful weekend, we have the most amazing Michael. I've since named Michael Archangel Michael, because that's who he is to me, man. He's one of these angels that waft in and out of the area. He's wonderful, absolutely wicked. He's got the most incredible band called 8889. We're going to have a quick listen to the music in a minute. Pick up the mic, bro. Tell us about yourself, and indeed, tell us who your beautiful friend is.
Okay, so I'm Michael, and I am 89 years.
Jack?
Two people in a band.
Yeah.
I'm Jack.
Hi, Jack.
I'm the 88. I'm the other half of the band.
Uh-huh.
We're called 8889 because, as your co-host cleverly guessed it, it's because of the years we were born.
What fantastic years they were, though.
Yeah,
what fantastic
you
years
can tell.
they were, man. I mean, 88, 89.
Generation, your generation.
Spectacular.
A lot of good
absolutely
records came
spectacular.
out of that, yeah.
Your parents must be very, very groovy. Very, very groovy.
Yeah, but
They are,
88, 89 was some good days. Do you remember what it was like? Yeah, man.
That
We had
is
some
exactly
good days
what I'm
back in
saying.
those. Yeah, I had
Proper
some
rave
good
ups,
times in
proper
88
rave
and
ups.
89.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's true, yeah. And it means also that we don't have to explain why we called ourselves what we called ourselves.
Yeah.
Oh, you can make up all sorts of stories as well as to
Yeah.
why you call that.
But it's very rare. Normally, people ask you what my band is in the past when I was younger, and either they can't hear me or they go, all right, yeah.
Yeah. all
Whereas
right,
now
fair
they
enough.
go, is that when you were born? And then it kicks off a whole conversation.
Absolutely. What a starter.
About-
What a
Exactly,
starter.
yeah.
Bro, you guys are musicians. What's your instrument of choice, both of you?
You need to speak into the mic, guys.
Sorry. So I'm vocals mainly.
Okay.
And my passion is writing music. And I've taught myself like the bass and guitar and keys over the last 2 years just because I had to.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't play it on stage, but I have to write. It's when I'm not thinking about it. When I'm not doing it, I'm thinking about it. So it's like, I'm not necessarily the best singer, but I love it. And
It's as much about stage presence as it is about
But
singing.
do you write?
It's about being present.
Do you write your lyrics and then
Or-
your music, or do you write do you create your, conceptualize your music and then your lyrics in terms of your process?
Yeah, it's kind of a rolling. It's a kind of rolling sub.
I love you
kind of
guys playing with your
situation.
mic.
It's
Go
kind
on.
of rolling sub situation in a sense of like there isn't one way, but we know where our skill sets lie. Like he is the mastermind, and I'm sort of the expression at the end.
And so, Gregsy asked about your instruments of choice. You don't do electronic stuff then?
Yeah, we do some electronic stuff. Like we'll work it in as and when, because there are a lot of electronic music that we do like. Because electronic music spans, numerous decades. There's a lot of different styles. It's almost like its own genre of music within itself.
The reason I ask is because often when you're a band, when you said you're a band, 88, 89, I thought, okay, so there's no other members. So it's a duo, and often you don't have like a band with two people unless it's electronic band. But the fact it sounds like you're playing a range of instruments, and like it's really eclectic and stuff.
It's full. It's a full sound. Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it felt. Like, we just, again, like it was like we were just pouring it out, and it came together the way it did. And
Amazing.
Honestly, there's only one song that I wouldn't choose to sing.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, I'm proud of them. I love what we've done, and I love where we're going. It's like, I just can't. It's just
Brilliant. Hello.
Yeah, what's happening there, Gregsy?
Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm having to turn that mic up quite loud. Thank you guys for coming down and joining us. What we'd love to do is have another little chat to you again when you've got another release, because you have got a release out at the moment. Have you? Have you not? Have you not got it
coming up?
Yeah, brilliant.
We've got a
Well,
record
why
coming
don't
up
we
now.
do it when just before you're about to do that release?
Well, maybe you could get an exclusive on the first because
maybe you could do a live thing.
Well, actually, not.
Would you come in live and do something for us?
Oh, that sounds pretty rude. No, look at this. Look at this.
This may well be the first time we've publicly said that we're working on another record.
Wow.
Ooh, it's an exclusive in so many ways.
Isn't it? Isn't it? Wicked, absolutely wicked. I'm looking at your Spotify account here. Guys and girls, you can get these beautiful men on Spotify if you search up 88/89. They're fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I'm looking at your most popular tracks here. Hit Me, La Felix remix. Never Been So High, The Man, Valentine. Can I play one of those? The Man! The Man. Brilliant, absolutely.
How long have you guys been together?
Yeah, about 3 years now. We've been releasing
cool.
music for.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I've forgotten your name, which is
Jack.
shit of me. Jack.
He's 89.
I'm 88.
Sorry, 88.
It's easy to mix up.
Yeah,
I mean, that's one
It's
downside.
hard to tell
of
the
them.
difference, like which one's a year older.
It's only
like,
one
really,
year apart. Yeah. If it was like 2005 and 79.
But are you
then maybe.
sorry? Just a quick question. Are you both? Were you both in the same school year, or did you miss? Were you born after the one who was born
September, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is
after
the break.
September.
We are in the same year. Yeah.
In the same school year.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I'm quite old for my year.
Yeah.
5 months.
Yeah.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. You guys are absolutely brilliant. I really wish you the very, very best of luck with all of your ventures. Really looking forward to hearing The Man, and looking forward to having you guys back again with possibly an exclusive and possibly live. I mean, that would be really great if we're able to work something like that out. Superbly, absolutely superbly. Before we listen to that wonderful tune, I've got quite a lot that I needed to say that I didn't get involved with, but very, very quickly, we have another one of our art bus tours going from East London to West London on the 25th of February. Next week, we will fill you in with all the delights of that, but it's going to be like the last one. We're going to be stopping off at galleries and artist studios and chatting and interviewing the artists on the galleries, and anybody who wants to come along, jump on board the bus. It's a right old hoot. We've got myself and Piers Thompson on the bus, entertaining and getting you guys all jollied up for that wonderful journey. 25th of February, put that one in your diaries immediately. 18th of Feb to the 26th of March is the most amazing playground theatre. They have something called the Grenfell System Failure, which is Scenes from the Inquiry. I think that this could be a rerun of something that we might have seen before. Maybe it went on at the Tabernacle about a year ago.
That's the one,
something that Piers would probably be able to fill me in with a little bit more, or indeed Auntie Isis here. But there you go. Get yourselves down there to the Playground Theatre on Latimer Road, the 18th of February to 26th of March. Check out Grenfell System Failure, which of course the guys are going to do. Right, wicked, absolutely wicked. We've got to get the chuff out of here. We've got to let the music play. Saturday sessions tomorrow is absolutely stonking, man. Join Portobello Radio on www.portobelloradio.com, or indeed ask your smart device for us. Mick Robinson is sending up a fresh set from Brighton, Monty Platter's special. Charlie Forbes has got the Medicine Show, loads and loads and loads of blues. Followed by Nathan H, a lovely Nathan H. He was in a few weeks ago chatting about the Turning Point charity that he is part of. He sent in a beautiful Soulful House set that's going to rock it at 4 o'clock. That's 1600 hours. Liam Chooks, the original Soul Boy sessions, are going to kick off at 5 o'clock in the evening, followed by DJ Honey, who's the one who smashed the roof off Carnival this year down at our sound system. Jez Harkin is sending in a set from across the pond, a lovely little flavour of the USA from him, followed by Chris Sullivan. Yeah, he's got another one of his very, very famous One Nation Under the Grove shows, which is they're always spectacular. Followed by our resident down here at the Muse Gallery, Deechk, is in the house. Yes, mate, playing us. We're ending the whole festival, a whole day, our whole weekend with some mad-ass jungle stuff. It's going to be brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Portobello Talk Radio kicks off again on Sunday morning. Listen to this show at midday tomorrow. Saturday, listen to this show on Sunday midday, all on portobelloradio.com. Wonderful. You guys take care. Have a great weekend. Cannot thank the most adorable 88/89 for their little interview at the end there. They managed to squeeze it in. We love these guys. Absolutely love these guys. I'm going to play The Man. Auntie Isis, thank you for everything today.
Yeah, and just tomorrow, if you want to, take a break. Tune in between 4 and 6 to Farfarity Radio, and I will be there, the Eclectic Goddess, playing a wild selection of fantastic music of African origin.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. Like, I love this tune. It's called The Man. It's by 88/89. You guys take care. Have a wonderful weekend.
Bye.
Love
I love Portobello Radio.